Okay, so I'm going to explain you one of my real-time project. Okay, see, in the beginning we talked about different types of requirements, right? I think you people remember those four requirements. One is functional requirement, non-functional requirement, system requirements, and data
Data
requirement.
requirement.
Yes. So, as I told you, under functional requirements, as a business analyst, we have to draw some diagrams and we have to create a document. So as I told you that we use Microsoft Visio software to design some diagrams like wireframes, flow charts, right? Use case diagram and a use case document. Okay, this all comes under functional requirements. Okay, let me make it very clear here. What is the purpose of this use case document? So tell me, what is the purpose? What is the use of business requirement document? So basically, why we create a business requirement document? To,
Like business requirement document is the combination of the functional requirement document, non-functional requirement document, system requirement document, and data requirement document. So it gives you an overall information about what all the requirements are so that the designer can design accordingly, and so can the developers
Hmm,
develop code.
hmm. Correct. Yeah, go ahead. Exactly. I mean, by looking into business requirement document, designers and developers, I mean technical team, they understand the project in detailed way and they design the project, right? So under functional requirements, to explain the requirements in detailed way, okay, we draw this use case document. So use case document explains the project in a detailed way, okay, so that technical people will understand it very easily and they will design the project. So let's see what exactly this document is and how this document is helpful for technical people to understand the project. Okay, so use case document. So the project, as I said, this is one of my real-time project. The project name is leave management system. It's a simple one. I mean, in this project we designed three applications. So the first one I'm explaining you, that is leave management system. Leave management system is a portal. Portal means internal applications wherein CET. So CET is a client here. CET is an organization, as I told you earlier. It's a tire manufacturing company like Goodyear, Bridgestone, okay, MRF. So this is a client, and this client, I mean CET, need an internal portal for their employees. Okay, so what is this portal? The portal is leave management system. That means CET employees, if they want to apply for a leave, they have to log into this portal. Okay, how they log in? They have to log in with their enterprise ID and password, and once they log in they will get some details, like they will see different pages, like one is leave application, one is leave history, one is leave balance, something like that. So this employee selects leave application and fill the application form and submit the application form inside the portal. You know portal means, right? Internal application. So once employee applies for a leave, immediately that leave application status, I mean that leave application information goes to approver, that means manager. So manager will receive an email stating that, hey, so and so Mr. Sriram, so and so, you know, so and so person applied for a leave. So just look into that and either you approve it or reject it. That depends on manager. Okay, manager either approves or rejects. It depends on the situation, it depends on the leave type what you selected. There are different leave types in this, let's say sick leave, holiday leave, blah blah. There are so many types of leaves, and leave period also, 10 days, 5 days, 2 days, 1 month. Description of leave, there are so many things. I mean, it's an application, it's an internal portal. Okay, So in case if there is no portal, if there is no any internal application, let's assume that you people are working on an organization, it's a small company or a mid-sized company where they don't have such type of portals, then how do you apply for a leave? So simply what we do, we write an email to manager, correct, stating that, hey, I want so and so leave, okay, please approve it, so and so days and blah blah, and please approve it. And once approver or manager receives an email, manager will, according to the condition, manager will either approve it or reject it. But here it is not like that. It is not you are sending an email or you are calling to a manager and saying that. There will be a portal. In that portal you have to log in and you have to apply for a leave. Okay, it sounds pretty simple, right? It's a simple project. When I say leave application, what is there in that? Log into that, apply for leave, submit it, that's it. But the logic here is, listen carefully, the logic here is, if manager is not available, then what you do? If manager is not responding, then what next? Okay, if the manager is not responding end of the day, then what's the situation? So as per the rules and regulations, you cannot take leave. That's it. If manager is not responding, you should not take. But it's serious. I mean, you need a serious leave here. I can say it's an emergency leave. Then what you do? So here the logic is system itself. So system will wait for some time. System will intimate to manager couple of times. System will send an email. It depends on the duration. Okay, I mean, let's assume you applied leave after 10 days. So from today the system will follow up manager. If manager is not responding till the ninth day, so at the end of the ninth day you will get a confirmation. Okay, system will, what system will do is, system will act as a manager here, system will act as an approver here. That is the main logic. So system automatically, what happens, it behaves like a human actor, it behaves like a manager. So what system will do, system immediately change its status to approver, and immediately system will check the conditions. Conditions are something like this: if it is a sick leave, then only you have to accept it. Of course it's a program, right? They will write a program. If it is a sick leave, then accept it. And sick leave also, if it is only the maximum 5 days, then only accept it, because it's almost 1 week, right? 5 minutes plus 2 weekends, okay, weekends, so almost it is 7 days, but not more than a week, not more than 10 days, okay, something like that. So some conditions will be there. That too only sick leave. If you are applying for holiday leave or some other leave, they are not going to accept it, depending on the situation, depending on the present work, okay, whatever it is, the system will look at the conditions and either accept it or reject it. That is what the project is. Clear? Now you understand, right? So how easy to understand, just because of this use case document. Now let me show you. Just a second, it went somewhere. Yeah, right. Title. So the heading is leave management system project name. Title is description. I mean, just what is leave management system, you just write down. Use case ID is just an ID, okay, it's an auto generated, or sometimes we make it ID. Use case name, leave management system. Precondition and post condition. Pre means before. Employee should be logged in leave management system portal to apply leave. That is a precondition, and the post condition is successful leave application. Yes, the employee has applied for leave and get leave status confirmation. So employee should log in and employee should successfully apply leave application, apply leave. So the result is different. Either approver accepted or rejected it. That is not the point here. So what is the main concept of this project is to apply leave online from anywhere, okay, on server, uh, and that too by giving different conditions. that too by selecting different options. I mean, which type of leave you want, whatever it is. Now let's see the description. By looking into the description, you will get a clear idea about the project. Of course, I already explained you, but however, let's see here. This system allows CET employee to apply for leave or view leave status. Only CET employees, because it is an internal portal. Leave availability and leave policy from internet portal from the easy way and comfort of their own place. Okay, so by sitting at their place, they just uh, they not only, I mean, employees not only apply for a leave, but also they can check leave availability, leave policies, and leave status. I mean, how many pending leaves are there? How many paid leaves are there? Of course, right? You will have a paid leave. You will have, extra leaves. You will have holiday leaves. You will have like that. So many leaves you will find. Okay, so are the leaves are available, or I have to go with the paid leaves, whatever it is. Next, from intranet portal from the easy way and comfort of their own place. The CET employee enters into leave management system LMS portal, enters his employee number and password for applying the leaves. Okay, login. Employee login with enterprise ID and password as employee ID and password. The system displays the availability of leaves and leave policies. Once employee logged in, system displays the availability of leaves and leave policies for the employees, processes the details of employee and makes the normal application of leave status. Right? Now, how easy? I mean, when you read this description, you got a clear idea, right? What is this project and what exactly it is. Okay, next page. The same use case document continuing. Okay, scenarios. So on the top you have written title, use case ID, use case name, precondition, post, and use case description. Next is use case scenario. Scenarios means, let's take an example. Like if I ask you how to withdraw cash from ATM machine, let's assume that I have no idea. I really have no idea that how to withdraw cash from ATM machine. So how will you explain me? I'll ask you to drop an email, okay, stating that can you give me point by point, like first what I have to do, second what I have to do. Got it? So now let's say you people had emailed me stating that first point is go to ATM machine. Second point is insert your debit card, ATM card into the card reader, card reading machine. Correct? I mean that is connected to ATM machine only. Okay, now I'll check the card and I insert the card. Then immediately system will ask you to enter password. Okay, suppose if you enter the card in a wrong way, system will ask you to re-enter the card. Correct? Reinsert the card. Or suppose let's say that you inserted an expired card. Okay, let's say you got somewhere the old card and old it's an expired one and you try to put it, so system will not accept. Like this, whatever it is, the steps. Okay, we'll go in a normal steps. Once you insert the card, then system will ask you to enter password. Now you entered password. Once you enter the password, system will give you different options. Okay, like savings account, and under that again mini statement, or fund transfer, or cash withdrawal, like this. Correct? In the same way here also, let's see. Employee enters into LMS portal. Employee enters the username and password. System displays the different alternatives that are available on the web page. Okay, different options. As I told you, right? Leave history or leave balance or whatever it is. Employee enters the duration of leaves, leave type, reason, and submits the application. System accepts the leave application. It's pretty simple. Okay, nothing to worry here. It's very simple project. That is the reason I had chosen this one, because easily you people can understand it. System checks for conflicts. If conflicts, okay to transfer employee. I mean, in this case, system will check, like whether you entered the data right or wrong, like how ATM machine checks for a password. Okay, something like that. Then these are the steps, you know, one after other, up to the end. So for these scenarios, are you following me what I'm saying? For these scenarios, we have to draw a diagram known as use case diagram. Okay, use case diagram. Let's see it now. So don't get confused. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Just a second. I'm just finding out where is that. I just downloaded, but I don't know. Stored somewhere. Man, shit. Just a second, please. What the hell is this? Okay. So don't worry. I'll show you in MS Visio directly. Let me close this. Let's go to parallels. Desktop. Yes. So this is a use case diagram. What I was talking about. Okay. So to see this, to see this, you have to install MS Visio software on your computer, on your system. Okay. Microsoft is your software. Nano is in the middle. Just a second. Fine. So for a particular use case document, what I had shown you, just a second, please. Okay, fine. Just a second, please. Right. Okay, fine. So we are talking about use case document, right? So in that document, uh, I had shown you scenarios, like 1 to 15 scenarios. So for that scenarios, we have to draw a diagram that is known as use case diagram. So to draw this diagram, okay, you should install Microsoft Visio in your system. You will get this Microsoft Visio software on Microsoft Soft website. It's a free trial version for 60 days. Okay, you can download it and you can work on it for 60 days. After that, you uninstall it and install it again. Okay, whatever it is. So look at this use case diagram. So here you have an actor and use cases, right? And system boundary. So inside the use case, you can see the scenarios. Employee logs into web page. Employee enters username and password. System accepts username, password, and displays intranet homepage. Step-by-step process, right? Then employee logs into leave management system portal. System displays leave management system homepage. Okay, so leave application, leave history, leave balance, alternative flows. So like this, we have a complete flow, a complete use case diagram. I'm not saying it's a flow. It's all scenarios. It is not a flow. Okay, like one after other. What is the purpose? What is the use of drawing this diagram? So you are explaining technical people in an easy way that first step you have to do this, second step you have to do this. That means if you take an example of ATM machine, so the first step is uh, insert debit card in a card reader machine, correct? So that means first these designers will design the card reader. Then what happens? What next? Then system asks for the password. Then they will write a code for password. So like that, according to the importance of the requirement, okay, they will design according to that, according to the priorities, and what first, what second, what first, what next, like that. They will understand by looking into this use case scenarios and use case diagram. Got it? So how to draw this? Let's see here. I just clicked on a new page. Then first drag and drop system boundary. System boundary. Okay. That means inside this system, whatever the portal you are designing, that portal is installed. Let's say it's a server. Okay. It's a system. Now drag and drop one scenario here. Just copy it and paste it. Okay. No need to drag all the time from there. Just arrange them in order. And you can see an actor, right? Drag and drop this actor here and enlarge this actor like this. Okay, and go to connector and connect them 1 2 steps and double click on this and write down the information. Okay, whatever you want. That is like here you can see employee logs into web page, and even you can fill some colors if you want. Okay, like this, and double click on it and just write down the data. So like this you can draw a use case diagram. What is the use of this use case diagram? Means it explains in a detailed way, like so what are the step-by-step process, and what next, what requirement is the next requirement. Okay, according to that, designers will understand the project in a right way and they will design the application. Okay, let's minimize this and go back to our here we are. Okay, now so these are the scenarios. Next is alternative flows. So what we discussed first we discussed about use case document. I mean, in a use case document, we talked about use case ID description, and then now we talked about use case scenario in a use case document, and the third one is alternative flows. Alternative flows means what? Must and should requirements, very important requirements. Let's see. For example, if you insert, if you enter a wrong password in ATM machine, then what happens? System will send a message, right? System will display a message saying that please enter a right password. Am I right? Or just simply system will sit idle without giving any data, without giving any information. No, it's not like that. System will reply back. Otherwise, how a user will come to know that that user entered a wrong user, I mean a wrong uh, password. So user, they don't have an idea. They may think that they had entered the right password, but the data is not displaying. Maybe they think that the machine is not working. Maybe they think that the server is down. So many things, so many things will be running in their minds. So if there is an error, something like the entered password is wrong, please enter the right password again, something like that. So then immediately user will enter the right password. Am I right? So that is nothing but alternative flow. In this way, there are many other examples. Let's say now you entered, let's say $1,000 cash withdrawal. You select the cash withdrawal and you enter $1,000. But unfortunately, you have only $999 in your account or $900 in your account. You don't have $1,000. Then what happens? System will display an error message stating that insufficient funds, right? Or uh, please check the balance. Please check the balance, correct? Or enter less amount, small amount, something like that you will get. So then you will understand, oh, I think I don't have money in the bank. So these all are known as alternative flows. In the same way, for this leave management system, invalid employee. So if you entered a wrong password, wrong email, wrong enterprise ID and password, it will never allow you to log in. Correct? It's an error. Then wrong leave type. Leave type. So as per the standards, let's assume, as per the situation, only sick leave you have to apply, but you applied for some holiday leave. Obviously, it says that enter the right leave, okay, or exit. So obviously you have to re-enter the right leave, whatever it is. Look at this, wrong leave type. The system, okay, the system shall display the message invalid leave type and reason, please try again. Got it? Invalid leave type and reason, please try again. Leave exceeds with leave application limit. Leave exceeds with leave application limit. So obviously, uh, let's say that you have only, I mean, as per the standards, you can take only 5 days leave at a time, but you applied for 6 days or 10 days. Obviously, it will not allow you. It will throw an error message saying that please minimize the number of leaves. Okay, please enter the right leave number, something like that. No response from approver, notification failure, quit. So these all are alternative flows. Got it? So do you have any doubts in this? First, we talked about use case document, description, then use case scenario. For these scenarios, we had designed a uh, use case scenario, use case diagram by using Microsoft Visio software. Okay, and alternative flows, and then is flowchart. Here comes the flowchart. It explains the flow of work. Okay, it explains the flow of work in a detailed way. So what is the difference between flowchart and use case means? Use case explains only the step-by-step scenario. I mean, what are the different steps? What are the steps we have to follow one after the other? But wherein flowchart explains the flow of work. So what exactly happens inside? What is the logic and all these things? Okay. Now let's see this flowchart. So I'll tell you how to draw this. Okay, this is known as a cross-functional flowchart. Don't worry. Just concentrate on the, on these notations or symbols. So first employee, approver, and system. Then second approver, third system. So these three are actors. Okay, actor means a person or a thing. It's a noun. Okay, so anyone who do some action, that can be a system or that can be an employee who do some action, we call them as actors. So employee is an actor. Of course, see, ATM machine, it is an actor. So it asks you to enter password, right? So it is an actor. It is acting according to your action. So when you enter password, it is asking you some question. That means it is an actor. In the same way, user is also an actor. So here, the same way, employee, approver, and system all are actors. Now let's see employee. Employee firstly fill the leave application, and system check for the data. I mean, system will check whether the enter the data is right or wrong. Then check for conflicts. This is a decision, yes or no. I mean, errors are there or not. If errors are there, or I mean, if you entered any wrong data, then it is sending back. You can see it's a decision symbol. It is sending back and make changes. Again, employee will fill the leave application, make the changes, and send it to system. Now let's say that there are no errors. Then create a lockout record. And when they create a lockout record, the system creates a lockout record. Immediately an email is sent to approver. Approver is none other than manager here. Okay, who is going to approve this leave? But unfortunately, this fellow is not responding. Now unfortunately, let's say that this manager is also on leave or approver is also on leave. Then they tried to phone, they tried to email, no, there is no response. Then how this user will take, how this employee will take the leave. So now let's see. It keep on sending, the system keep on sending emails or intimating and sending messages to mobile, whatever it is, but the fellow is not responding. Then after a couple of time, automatically, and the system is designed in such a way, like, if this fellow is not responding for a particular time, automatically the system should get the permission, the system should get the right, like approver right. Okay, once system gets an approver right, then system will look into the things, look into the conditions, and now system will take an action whether to accept the leave or reject it, approve it or reject it. So whatever it is approved or rejected. You can see it's a diamond symbol, two lines are going up, approved or rejected. Whatever it is, either approved or rejected. So email is sent to employee. Got it? So this is a project. So here we have different symbols, right? We have a diamond symbol and a rectangle symbol, but there are so many other symbols to discuss. So first we look into different symbols. Once we understand the symbols, then only we can go to the next project. Okay, next example. I will show you that next example now. Now you will find different types of symbols here. Yeah, it's here. So look at these symbols in this. Just try to see the symbols, that's it. I'm not explaining this project to you now. Tomorrow we'll do it after all these notation symbols. What are these symbols known as, and what exactly they do. Each symbol do different operation. Okay, so like that we have to see. Let's see. HR start, this is known as a module, this is a rectangle. Process, this is an email, that's a document, like this, and you can see some offline discussions here, right? Offline discussion, these are known as manual, process, like this. Couple of things are there. So once we discuss about all these symbols, then you will understand it very clearly. Okay, I will show you something here. Now I'll show you green card, H1 workflow. Just a second, let me enlarge it. I don't know what happened. So here, this document has many symbols. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a green card process, H1B, a wiki document. Okay, start. Are you working in US bearing H1B or L1 visa status? No. So no means, what is this symbol? It's a decision symbol, right? So no. Look for alternative process to apply for green card. If yes, then you are eligible to apply green card. What is this? It is an input symbol. So that's what I'm saying is, first you should know what is this symbol. Then only you will understand the operation. So if I show you this, you don't understand what is this. So this is known as input symbol, data symbol. Okay. Next, this is a document symbol. The third one, the fourth symbol, start, decision, input output, parallelogram, and this is a document. The flowchart details about EB1, EB2, and EB3 green card process. It's a document. So this document is again divided into three: EB1, EB2, EB3, right? So now let's come down, little slow. And what are these rectangle symbols? EB1 refers to priority workers, EB2, these are the process symbols. So internally some process, those process symbols. Now, is your employer ready to sponsor green card? No. That means go back. No means what? Decision, right? If yes means go down. Employee verifies your legal status and eligibility to apply green card. It's a document again. Are you eligible? No. Again go back. If yes, employer files LCA on your behalf. LCA approved. Okay, if yes, then go down. Process. Okay, like this, different symbols. So to understand this process, you should know the symbols first. Without knowing these symbols, you don't understand any of this. Got it? If anyone asks you what is this symbol, congratulations, you would obtain a green card. What is this symbol? It's a document symbol only. Okay, so you should know. So to know these symbols, not only these, there are so many other symbols also. We will discuss those symbols in the next class. Okay. uh, I don't want to continue now because the people will get a lot of confusion if I go with the symbols now. So today what you do is you just try to read this use case document. I already sent you. It is there in your email. Okay, in your all material email. So you just look into that and try to understand this use case document and try to install MS Visio in your systems as soon as possible, so that you have to draw all these diagrams. Fine. So do you have any doubts in this? Please let me know if you have any doubts.